There's no new daily dose. You lied. And now, I'm afraid we must hang you upside down and flay you. Right? Fess up. Who's the guy who told me there was new daily dose? Who's the guy? Krispy Kreme donut cheeseburger.
So I got my hamburger and my donuts. I'm gonna drop my
Hamburger. What up, Mr. Ole? How about original content instead? What's that?
Basic seasoning, just a little bit of pepper, salt and pepper.
Common pepper.
Nothing special.
What do you mean, Bong
really
Simulator?
About how to cook the burgers. It's about the donuts. Give this a nice little flip.
Oh, that's cool, Gamper. Okay, I'll try to remember after today's stream.
While that's cooking, bacon time. How you gonna have a burger without bacon? Slap.
We gotta decide a movie today, chat.
Oh, look at you.
Bacon. Wouldn't it be easier to put the bacon in first and then you can fry the burgers in the bacon grease?
Ain't the most pleasant looking thing at this time. Got all the blood leaking out. Oh yeah. So while we're down here, homeboy, let's just add some cheese to this bad boy. Throw some cheese on that.
It's cheese product.
He looks like he fried these to death.
Okay, guys, there's two ways to do this. You could use a whole donut as the bottom, a whole donut as the top. Or you could cut the donut in half.
To save on some calories.
And I like the whole donut. You know, let's go big. This is American life.
You do not do this. Look at how yellow that cheese is.
You're talking about make it smaller.
That seems suspicious to me. Also, he's using metal thingy in a non-stick pan.
There. Now come behind with my bacon.
You're eating pizza. Good for you.
Bacon's a little greasy, but that's life.
That's just bacon.
Yeah. Lord of mercy. I've never seen this much oil in my life. Okay. Now let's come behind with another little piece. Woo, that hot.
It would make more sense to use bagels.
This is the tallest burger.
American cheese only has to contain 51% cheese. Äter delicatobollar. Oh. I've only ever been food poisoned one time in my life. I've been food poisoned, and I was eating those delicatobollar.
Talk about which God do you
Have
think?
fun.
I'm a Gordon Ramsay, my competition in the industry. And there you have it!
Ooh.
Krispy Kreme donut burger. I ain't never do this before, but I can't wait to do it.
Mmm.
Look at this. I think that's the perfect bite size right there, right?
The perfect.
Take a big bite, chat.
Okay, hold on, homeboy.
Hang on.
Hold on. Does that stuff dripping off?
Hang on.
You gotta come from
the
this side. Okay, right here. Huh?
Nyam. Fuck! I accidentally hit the goddamn back button on my mouse. Now we never get to find out what he thought about it.
Right here.
It is.
Huh?
I skipped the dance game. That's a double dance game.
Out of 10. In terms of grease.
25.
Ooh!
Out of 10 in taste, it's still a 12 though.
That's not bad, chat. He likes it.
This is delicious.
I'm sure you guys would as well. Strawberry ice cream bread. Just one more, chat.
So we got strawberry.
Ralker, thank you for the 10 months.
Oh boy, y'all ain't never seen one like this. So got my little ice cream now. I need 2 cups of ice cream. Okay,
Some
guys?
new React content. Dashcam owners. Austria. I'm not a huge dashcam. Not like compilations. It gets boring. GTA today? I don't know.
Oh, Lord of mercy. Now we
Red
can
tea
have
contains caffeine.
that. Okay.
What?
This is baking powder. All right. And we can hit it with a little bit of salt. Okay, because you put salt in everything.
The tea that I drink literally says no caffeine on it. Maybe there's some that does have. Rooibos red tea does not contain caffeine. It says.
Guys, we need some chocolate chips.
Relatively low. I don't know. The tea that I drink, at least on it just says there's no caffeine. It's like, you know, like nighttime tea and shit. Yeah.
Okay.
No caffeine for me. Well, not before bed, dude.
So guys, we grab a little piece of parchment paper here. Slap some butter on that bad boy.
What's going on here?
Hey,
Everyone relax.
Gordon Ramsay, you ever seen this before? You know nothing but this. I know people who could cook look at me and go, what the heck is this crap?
Wait, how I changed?
Haters. Haters are gonna hate. Haters are gonna hate.
That's you guys.
Oh yeah.
TSC Timothy, thank you for the 21 months. Thank you so much.
Nice.
Welcome
Grab
back.
a little bit of sprinkles.
Okay, he surpassed my subs because he has
You got
another
this at
channel
350.
that has a fuck ton of subs.
Slide that bad boy in there.
I finally uploaded a new picture on my Instagram yesterday, and I realized that
5 minutes on, boy.
I did like the ultimate boomer thing. There's a fucking cursor in the picture.
Woo! Look at that, man.
By the way, go to instagram.com/Nymn, guys. I don't know how all of these apps and gadgets and gizmos on the internet works.
Oh, goodness. This is
All these TikToks and Snapchats and grams.
and there you have it, homeboy. Ice cream bread.
Mmm.
Guess what?
That looked kind of tasty.
Hit it with a little whipped cream.
Oh god. Yeah, I forgot to show the pizza. I'm sorry about that.
Oh god, that whipped cream doing weird stuff. Okay.
I really like this WTFF emote. Minecraft Real Craft. That's anus licking good.
Let me tell you something, there is no way that I'm gonna let you down. This is the Nutella dry aging experiment, so let's do it.
Did you enjoy the pizza?
This
Yeah,
is
it's
the
nice.
biggest Nutella container I could find. It was made for the food service. And to be honest with you, opening it up, it's just extremely satisfying. I mean, when you take a
This
huge
video
monster
is
spoon
ASMR
out of
though.
it like this,
Poo
come
poo.
on. If that does not put a smile on your face, man, I don't know what will. To be fair, this is every child's dream. Imagine your mom giving you a monster spoon like this. Oof,
Oh.
I don't know if that will be a good mom or a bad mom. But I'll tell you one thing, it will make your belly happy. But now that I have all
No,
of my
it fucking
Nutella
won't.
needed for this experiment, now
Make your
let's jump
tongue
into
happy.
the meat. This is a 4-bone standing rib roast. Now last time we dry aged with peanut butter, the results were actually surprising. And if you have not seen that video, make sure you check it out.
We saw
later
that
on.
one.
But in order to have a consistent test, what I'm going to be doing is splitting this one in half. Then I'm going to be saving one part of it as a comparison, and the other one, of course, we're going to be using for the Nutella. And once I sliced it in half, take a look at this. That is a beautiful piece of
Yeah,
meat
there's
that is gonna be
different
perfect
stuff
for the
in
experiment.
European
So this
Nutella
one
and
here
American
will
Nutella,
actually be
right?
stored. That way we'll see how much different it will be from the
According to
first.
regulations.
And the first thing I need to do is to lay down some parchment paper.
I think I've heard
because
about
things
that.
are about to get messy. I started with a nice layer of Nutella first. This ensures me that the bottom is completely covered with Nutella. And as I'm doing this, I can tell you one thing. The smell of Nutella is just phenomenal.
Let me see.
Once I was done, the next thing to do is to place the meat right
Look.
on top and start completely
Wait,
covering it
Italian.
with Nutella. And I mean a lot of Nutella. And to my surprise, this thing is really thick. You would have thought that it was spread nice and easily, but no.
There's
This
more
thing is
hazelnuts
thick.
in
So
EU.
after working it around and trying to do my best around the edges, because the last thing you want is to have uncovered pieces of meat. That will basically ruin the whole experiment. So I made sure not to be cheap and use all of it. And if you ever want to upset your children, is to do this in front of them. To tell them that they cannot have not even a little bit is heartbreaking. But honestly, at the same time, they were laughing at me as much as they could. Because they were telling me, Daddy, that is ridiculous. And to be clear, I
Play Dark Souls
100%
3?
agree with them. But once I was done with the spreading,
No,
this
I
is
don't
what it
think
looks
so.
like. That, friends, is something you do not see every day. It is a Nutella meat cake, and it smells fantastic. But now that I have it ready, all there's left to do is to let it dry age in my regular refrigerator for a total of 35 days.
Hold on with your links. I gotta watch this now. I'm sorry. I gotta
Once
render
the time
it.
was up, I took it out of my refrigerator, laid it on my cutting board, and this is what it looks like. If you take a quick glance at it, it doesn't look like anything changed. But take a look at this. The juices of the meat is
The
actually
juice!
coming through the Nutella. And you can even see a little bit of blood on the bottom. After every single dry age I have ever done, this has never happened. So now it got me worried. See all this condensation on the top? What in the world is
Condensation.
that? There's only one way to find out what happened, and that is to open it up. Whoa. What are these white spots?
Ew!
And what's happening to the meat in the center? It almost looks like jello. As I take a closer look to the white spots, it looks like mold. That is a little bit concerning. I mean, I had mold before in previous dry aging experiments, but they were not like this. This one is getting me a little bit worried. Like I always say, you always should listen to your nose. If it smells bad, throw it
That looks
away.
like a-
And as I took a first sniff at it,
This
guess
part-
what? It smells like Nutella. This smell smell is so powerful that it's overpowering everything. Now I don't even know what to do. So after doing my best and trying to remove as much as possible, working around the edges and making sure that everything is out, of course I found even more mold, but once I was done with the cleaning, this is what it looks like.
Chat, would you like a big bite? This guy's following me emotes. Mold, getting the juice.
This, my friends, is a Nutella dry age rib roast for 35 days. And as you can see, the mold is insane. But after most of the Nutella was removed, I finally took another sniff at it. And it still smells just like Nutella. And it doesn't matter how much I try, there's always a little bit left. So the next thing to do is to remove all of the mold and the pellicles. So I grabbed my sharpest knife and started to remove it. And as I took my first slice, wow, that actually looks good. So now there's a little bit of hope. I mean, as soon as I took out that nasty stuff, it reveals a beautiful piece of meat underneath. I know you might think I'm crazy, but hey, it looks promising. Because there's so much mold between the bones, I decided to remove them. It's not worth keeping them. Because even though I'm losing a little bit of meat...
I have heard, like, if you find bread, for example, that has mold on it, you should throw away the whole bread. You shouldn't only remove the part with mold. Because it can... I don't remember. But it's like...
has to go.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be the same with meat then?
First big slice. Check this out. The meat is extremely tender. It is almost if I tenderize it with a blade. Wow, I did not expect
Bread's
that.
different.
As I continued to
Frozen
trim the rest
bread
of it,
molding.
I was left with 2 beautiful Nutella dry-aged steaks. Now that is definitely something I can eat. Because if you just saw this right now, you would never be able to tell what they went through.
This
But
is kind of a waste of meat though, isn't it? He just threw away like half the steak.
honestly, as I pick them up on my hand, look at
Look at
this.
this guy.
It's literally disintegrating. It feels a little bit too tender, almost kind of like mushy.
Boing.
And as I bring it closer to the camera, you can see that everything is splitting apart. It almost looks like it was marinated in pineapple or something. And if I do not hold it with care, it will completely disintegrate in my hand. So to make sure that will not happen, I decided to fasten it with butcher's twine. That will make sure that by the end of the cooking process, we'll still have a steak left.
You know
Now, to
you're a
have
serious
full
chef
comparison,
when
I
you're
did
like
the
tying
same
strings
thing
around
with
your
the
meat and
fresh
stuff.
steak.
I've never done that in
Also
my whole life.
fasten it with butcher's twine. And when you take a look at both of them side by side, you can see how much lost we actually had. We have the Nutella dry-aged steak on the left and the fresh steak on the right. But now that we have both of our steaks ready, all there's left to do is to season them. And for that, I started with a little bit of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper and garlic powder, nothing else. As always, I made sure to season both sides, including the edges. But now that we have both of the steaks ready, now all there's left to do is to grill them. I'm first going to be putting a beautiful sear on them and then cooking them in indirect heat until I reach an internal temperature of 135 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh,
And for that,
Sebi,
I'll
I
be
know,
using
just
my
came.
wireless thermometers. So now I say it is enough talking and it is time to cook them. So let's do it.
Oh, I can smell it through the screen. Ah. Wait, this is all the dry age stuff, right? He hasn't dried the or made the comparison one? Yeah, he's got a good cameraman, whoever it is. Look at that. Vegans molding. It's Miskiff. Bump, dip, bump, dip. Yummy. Actually could have been a bit pinker in my opinion. Looks really nice though.
All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful steaks.
Looks
What
more
do you think,
pink now.
Angel? Huh?
They look like beautiful steaks this time, yes.
This time they look beautiful.
Sometimes he will open and he'll say, "We have our beautiful steaks," and I'll look and I'll just think about it like,
Nope.
no, that's not beautiful.
That's
to
a
me.
terrible. All right, let's go. All right, everybody, cheers.
Cheers. Ooh.
Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh,
This
come
a Google
on.
steak, but it's a
Come
good
on me,
Google-
brother.
If that does not put a smile on your face, something is wrong with you. I'm telling you, something is very wrong with you. Because, you're going for seconds, bro.
Yes. It's not just a Google steak, bro. This is a Google steak, but it's good.
This is
I know,
amazing,
I can't
everybody.
stop looking at
A
his
wonderful
beard.
steak. Really dry. So let's say you.
Okay, so don't dry age in Nutella. Got it. Remy, 3 months prime. Thank you. Welcome back.